What's up, everybody? It's the Digital World Podcast. And the inflation numbers came out today, and they are dreadful. The US is at a 9.1% inflation rate. That's not to say these other countries below it and just before it, like all this is not a good sign. And I mean, you guys realize that the end game is coming up fast because first let me show you this chart. Let's go to this chart. Okay, so if we're using the old CPI calculation, right, we'd be at 17% according to this chart posted by Wall Street Silver. Back then, when inflation was this high, so the last time we've had this high of inflation, I believe, was 81, and we were at 12% interest rates, I believe. We're just under 2. That puts things into perspective. The debt levels are much higher than they were in 1981. And the same mechanisms that were used cannot be utilized in the same manner. There's different variables at play. And so when you look at this is laughable because in reality, they've manipulated it so much and it's still high, right? Here is a chart where it's so if you've been a saver the past 50 years, you've been losing wealth. And the thing about it is ever since we're taking off the gold standard, your dollar didn't mean anything. It was backed by nothing. And that's why you see the decreasing purchasing power drastically come down. And you see that savers are losers, right? So you have to put it into things that are increasing in price because you have to keep up with the inflation rate. And you see it's not what it used to be. It's not even close. Look at mere 33 points, I believe that is, in comparison to what it was, in years past. And here, like I showed you, is the official versus the shadow stats. But this is currently where they say we are today, around 9. And here is what it would be if we calculated it the way they did back then. So here is the price increases year over year. Fuel oil, 98%. Gasoline, basically 60%. Gas utilities, 38%. Electricity, 14%. Food at home, 12%. New cars, 11%. Overall CPI, 9.1. Transportation, 9. Food away from home, 8. Used cars, 7. Shelter, 6. Apparel, 5%. And the most of what you spend money on is gas, utilities, electricity, right? Food, and your shelter. And these are all things most of your money is going towards. Now, when they say, oh, this is the worst it's going to get, folks, this is just the beginning. You've got to realize that. And before things escalate further and people start to wake up, the next crisis will hit. Here is the article. If you want to go check it out, you can. It says the WHO is preparing the world for the next season of lockdowns. And I've been saying that on this channel. This is not the end of it. There will be more. Refusing to admit the emergency is over and recommending governments re-implement mass mandates. So, just as you see the breaking point occur for this economy, they're going to do it again. Because people will wake up to the Ponzi scheme that it is and start to realize who it is to blame. but you're going to have to prepare for an angrier world. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. This is the Digital World Podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode.